Hey guys, today we have a new video in which I propose to understand the ADX indicator. We initially set this indicator, and also friends, if you trade on a 1 minute time frame, the default ADX settings will be sufficient. So let's get started. Look, first of all, we pay attention to important marks. These are mark 20, mark 9 and mark 31. Essentially, these are the same marks as on the RSI indicator, which show the overbought zone, oversold zone, and so on. Level 20 is an intermediate zone. When we cross it, we have a price movement. That is, we can determine in which direction the trend is directed. The orange line is responsible for the trend. That is, if we see that the orange line crosses the 20 mark from bottom to top, then this means the price is moving upward. Also, friend, the other two moving averages are in fact a regular moving average, at the intersections of which we'll open a deal. And in general, now I find the first currency pair and we open a deal with you. So friends, let's work with this asset, take a close look at the ADX indicator. Now our price is at its peak. That is, the yellow line means the trend line. Our trend is at its maximum. You can also notice on the chart itself that our price has reached a certain good peak. And when such situations occur, we often experience reversals. And just from this reversal level, we open a position here. Look carefully, a shadow is also forming at the top, which indicates selling pressure. Therefore, I think that we have done everything right here and are waiting for the result. So friends, our first deal has come to an end. We received $92 from above here. We identified the turning point very correctly and our price only went down without any corrective movement, a pure plus. We set $192 here and move on to the next currency pair. So friends, we're now working with this asset. Here we open a buy position and explain the reason. The orange line is a trend line. The price is moving upward. There is a slight attenuation, but our price has not yet reached its maximum. So there is a potential for growth. The trend is upward. And that's why we opened a deal with you here and are again waiting for the result. So friend, the second deal has come to an end. The trend continued, but at the end there was a corrective movement. In general, this did not hinder us in any way. Here we made money and now we again set the amount to $368 and move on to the next asset. So friends, I suggest working with this asset. We begin to analyze the situation, and initially what catches your eyes is the updating of local maxima. Each maximum is lower than the previous one. The trend is downward. We look at the ADX indicator. The trend was upward. We can clearly see this in this situation. The price reaches a certain maximum and then a reversal occurs. On this reversal, we boldly open at $368 at this point. We are open and waiting for the result. So friends, here we get a return. We closed exactly at the same point where we opened. Our situation is a little unclear because it seems like there should have been a reversal here, but due to the fact that our price trend is upward, here we were not able to get to the right point and open, so that our price would simply go lower. $368 remains. Let's move on to the next asset. So friends, we're working with this asset. I open a position here for sale at this point. Look carefully. Initially here we can note that we are updating local minima and updating local maxima. That is, each minimum and maximum is lower than the previous one. The trend is obviously downward. We also look at ADX. The orange line is a trend line. We have it at the top point. A smooth reversal occurs, and it is at this reversal that we opened for the continuation of the downward trend. We opened a deal and are just waiting for the result. Our next deal has come to an end. $707 on our balance. Excellent result. We set this amount and move on to the next currency pair. So friends, we are working with this asset. We begin to analyze the situation. Look carefully at the chart. Here we have an upward trend. Here we have a resistance level. In fact, now based on this movement, we see the formation of triangle. Each low is higher than the previous one, but each high remains the same. Accordingly, we expect a breakdown here. We also look at the ADX indicator, namely the trend line. The trend line is at the bottom point. Accordingly, growth occurs, and due to this growth, we open at this point for 2 minutes. We expect movement upward. We wait. So friends, another deal is coming to an end. Here we get another plus of $1,357 on our balance. We started with only 100. I think this is just an excellent result. Look carefully. Today we have explained to you the principle of operation of the ADX indicator. I hope you don't have any difficulties. Basically, try to look exactly at the trend line. This is the orange line. Well, set the correct time frame of 1 minute. A transaction amount of 2 minutes will be quite optimal. So let's leave it at that. Thank you all guys for watching. See you again.